Hey everybody, and welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about F4P, our line of electrical consumables, and we're going to be going through a brand overview to walk you through the variety of products we have within our offering, as well as highlighting some of the features of our more unique products. I have with me Mike Smith, the F4P product manager. I'm Max Johnson, the commercial director. So Mike, let's start talking about F4P. Tell me about it. What is F4P? Who is F4P?
So F4P is an electrical supplier that would offer you all of your electrical consumable items, everything that you would need every day on the job site and things that you would want to keep your van stocked up with as well. So in F4P we focus, there's obviously a wide range of products here, and we focus heavily on quality across the breadth of the offering for F4P.
Exactly, and the key takeaway right off the rip is that F4P is in a lot of different categories. You're going to see us more diverse than probably a lot of the suppliers are used to dealing with in the electrical industry. And we like to give you that strength and that you can trust the quality within F4P across a wide range of products. So, we'll highlight each of our individual categories. We have some major categories of tape, wiring connections, safety gear and equipment, and of course tools. So without further ado, let's talk about tape. Why don't you walk us through our line of tape, Mike?
Yeah, for sure. So jumping right into tape. First off, we've got our electrical PVC tape. This is just your standard phasing tape. We have this available in every color option that you would need. And then we also have our Pro Series electrical tape. So this is your more high-grade PVC electrical tape. This is going to be more equivalent to like your 3M33 Plus. So stronger elongation, stronger tensile strength, and things like that. Then we also have some other options for tapes. We've got glass cloth tape, electrical friction tape, rubber splicing tape, and things like foil tape as well, and duct tape. So we've got your standard duct tape, and then we also have a more heavy-duty, again, Pro Series duct tape option available as well.
All right, so that's tape. Next, let's move on to wiring connections, which is a pretty broad category. We've got a lot going on within there. I think the big takeaway as we're going through this is packaging options. We try to give you the most convenient packaging options available and really a wide variety so that you have the right quantity or the right, packaging structural integrity for your convenience on the job site, right? So a perfect example right here, we'll start with wire nuts. So, we have boxes, bags of wire nuts. Here I've got a small jar, we've got a large jar. We even have, bulk drums that go up to 35,000 counts all the way down to small baggies of, 6 or 10 wire nuts for like your big blues or something where you don't need a whole lot on the job. So that's our offering of wire nuts. Mike, why don't you take us through crimp terminals next?
Yeah, for sure. So we have a wide variety of crimp terminal options, your butts, crimps, spades, and all the different colors you would need. One cool feature is they come in these small like tackle boxes that you can actually interlock to keep them put together, stock them on your truck or whatever, kind of create your own kit, if you needed to.
Yep, and then beyond that, we have a grounding line. So everything from your coal water pipe ground clamps, Acorn ground clamps, and those are available in heavy duty options as well. Lay-in lugs, copper crimp sleeves, grounding pigtails with spade connectors, everything you're really going to need to ground on the job site. Okay, next up we'll talk about fasteners, and that means everything from screws, nuts, bolts, washers, staples, anchors, suspension products. Whatever you need in that realm, we've got you covered. The big thing to highlight, a screw is a screw, right? But is our packaging, right? So Mike, talk us through our packaging options.
Yeah, for sure. So our packaging on these fasteners, we made sure that the packaging was pretty durable, so they're actually rated for a 6-foot drop. So if you were to drop a jar of fasteners, a lot of times, the lid could pop off or crack or the side could split in the jar, but ours are much more durable in that sense.
Or if you've ever experienced a cardboard box falling apart in the back of your van, those types of things as well, right?
Yeah, so that's definitely an added benefit here. And you notice that we have different colored lids on the fasteners, so that's for quick identification of the actual type of fastener in the jar. So, quick identification in your van or on the job.
All right, so Mike, on the back of fasteners, talk to us about cable ties.
Yeah, so for cable ties, F4P has a wide range of cable tie offerings, all made in the USA and are all plenum rated as well. We have your standard UV black cable ties or your natural white cable ties. In addition to that, we have a wide variety of specialty cable ties as well. So, your metal detectable, your cold weather cable ties, and your stainless steel cable ties.
So next up, we'll cover our chemicals offering. Now this is a really broad range that we have, so I'd really encourage you to check out our website, f4p-usa.com, to see our full offering, because we're only going to touch on a few things today. I mean, we have everything from caulk, silicone, wire lube, several different aerosols, foams, antioxidants. So again, there's a lot to this offering, but the big thing that we wanted to highlight today are our proprietary aerosols. Why don't you go ahead and cover that for us, Mike?
Yeah, sure. So like Max said, our aerosols, we have our own specific proprietary formula for these, and we designed these with electricians in mind specifically. So what that means is these three products up here will have a high dielectric strength, so a little bit more than what you would get from like a WD-40 or something like that.
Mike, this next section is where we get to talk about some fun stuff, safety gear. So this is our opportunity to not only keep you OSHA compliant so that you're safe, but also keep you looking cool. So, Mike, take us through safety gear.
Yeah, so when it comes to safety gear and PPE equipment, we have a few different options in F4P. First off, we have 3 different styles of safety gloves. We've got the Sandy nitrile grip gloves, or we have an ANSI rated cut glove. We also have an impact rated glove. So this is the same as your ANSI rated glove for the cut resistant, with the added benefit of it being impact rated as well. Also, we have 3 different types of safety glasses, all ANSI rated for impact and cut resistant, as well as fog resistant. So we've got your typical, bare bones plastic version, or if you want to make an upgrade for a little more comfort, Max has another version, a more premium version, and a little more comfortable behind your ears and on your nose. Or we have these that I have on here, which are camo, as you can see. And we also have these in an option for polarized lenses as well.
Right, and don't forget that all 3 of these options come available in clear, sunglass, yellow, and like you mentioned, even polarized in the ones you got on right now.
Yep, so we also have safety vests. We have 2 different styles. You've got your zip-up vest or your breakaway vest. So if you were to get too close to machinery and something were to get snagged, it would just break off with the Velcro and wouldn't cause any danger to you.
So another product that we love to talk about, we've got a broad range of extension cords, and cord reels and things of that nature. One of my favorites to highlight is the F4P power strip. Now this is a GFCI power strip. And what's really nice about that is, if you've got a new home that you're working on, it's not GFI protected yet, this gives you that protection just by plugging into the end of the extension cord with its 6-foot cord here. It's got 4 outlets with spring-loaded dust covers. The whole thing is dust tight. And you've got, your test, your reset button. It's illuminated so that it's OSHA compliant on the job site. And one of the greatest things about it is it's also mountable for temporary applications, to where you can mount it to the side of a workbench, wherever you need to go with that, and also wrap the cord around the 2 ends to take it with you on the go. Really a convenient item that every electrician should have in the back of their van for their own protection, but also for convenience. All right, and last but definitely not least comes our range of tools and accessories. There's a lot of things that fall into this category that we're not going to talk about today. For instance, we have a whole range of drill bits and bimetal hole saws, things of that nature. Again, encourage you to check out our website for that full offering. But one of our flagship products that I want to highlight today, Mike, talk us through our fiberglass step ladders.
Yep, so they're 300-pound rated, and we have them in sizes anywhere from 4 foot all the way up to 12 foot. So something that kind of sets us apart from some of the other ladders out there in the field is we tailored ours to specifically for electricians in the field. So the things that you would need out there on the job site would kind of suit you better than some of the other options out there maybe. For example, our ladders have a conduit channel up top, so you can actually have a piece of conduit on the top header of the ladder and make cuts and adjustments while you're working instead of having to come down. We also have a clip for your tape measure, and also a magnet for screws and stuff. So if you were to pick your ladder up and move it, or even tilt it 90 degrees, you wouldn't have to worry about dropping any of your fasteners or screws or things like that.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Really appreciate all of you tuning in. Mike, thank you for taking us through your wonderful wild world of F4P.
Absolutely, yeah, it was fun.
And thanks for tuning in, guys. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're going to have more videos like this in the future. And thanks again for tuning in to TAMCO Product Premieres.